Hi, I'm Starkey from Driftworks.com and we are with Craig Taylor for an Aston Martin update.
Yep.
Phil's asked us to do the blue steel introduction.
Right, yeah.
Not by choice. So here we are at DynoTorque with his Aston. So it's been a while, so I think if we just have a quick catch up what the project is, because not everyone has seen it, and what you've been doing since we last filmed. So let's get my face off and let's have a look at you.
So the ones I haven't watched, basically this is a Chevrolet LT4 GM crate engine.
Out of a 2019 Corvette?
It's basically the same as in the 2018-2019 Corvette and the Camaro ZL1, ZL1E I think it is.
So quickly, difference between LS and LT?
LS is, for instance, an LS3, 6.2 litres normal port injection NA.
Yep.
This is, it's basically the new generation engine, so 6.2 litre, still push rod, still single cam, but direct injection, supercharged, around about 600 horse standard, 640 depending on tune. That I ran it in my BM just on the base tune.
That one over there.
Yeah.
So in the last video, the exhaust was all on, bar the
tail section.
The tail section. So should we have a look at that now?
Yep. Okay.
So in the last video, at this point wasn't connected. You were just doing the final pieces.
Yeah, we've done quite a lot since the last video. Been busy trying to get other stuff done and that, so I've been doing bits here, bits there. But the rear section, that's just a heat shield for the sensors on the side of the gearbox. The normal Aston exhaust sort of comes through here and into here, so it goes like under the gearbox.
So is it on this side? Is that
both sides? They run like underneath.
Yeah.
But on the Corvette and that, they run over. So what I've done, I've gone over the top of the gearbox, which has been quite, if you look this side, you can see it's quite...
I'm on the floor, crew.
Yeah, the ramp's playing up, so I don't want to go right up with it at the moment. But you can see they go up and over and into the original Aston back box. Yeah. So they're tucked right up out of the way. So we've got really good ground clearance again. I was going to cut the back box apart and look at altering it and all that, but...
Can't be asked.
And it's time. One of my friends actually has got a spare back box, which he said I can have to cut up. So
of course they have.
He's had loads of these, so I'm going to get that off him, cut up, and actually have a look inside it.
Yeah.
Because as it is, it still has the noise bypass valves built into the box itself. And we have control of them through the M-Wood. We can control them via one of the outputs, so we can actually start it quiet and that.
Now, over your shoulder, what is that?
That?
Yes.
So on this car, it had just like a little brace across here, and it has provisions for another one. So we found this on eBay, which is off I don't know if it's off a Vantage S, V12S or a Virage.
Are they the same?
It's almost the same. So that base is like a rear structural thing that bolts like literally all over. The whole mounting holes are here, and it comes right forward to here.
Okay. So
it's basically strengthens the rear end as well as shielding it.
Yeah.
And it's got like a duct, like a big knacker duct built in for cooling. And we've 3D printed some.
We've 3D printed?
Well,
is this what you've done on your printer?
Yeah. Well, I got my lad to do it. So when I say we, basically they're going to get let into here. So these are going to add for like gearbox and diff cooling for similar to this really, just add a little bit of cooling. It just helps a little bit. I don't think we're going to have an issue with cooling at all anyway, because it's...
The thing is, if you do it now, you don't have to...
Yeah.
I mean,
the gearbox is cooled, and gearbox is linked into original diff cooler on the back, so which is up here, so that's all linked in. And the diff is such a massive diff on this anyway, but that duct there actually ducts up onto the fins of the original diff.
Is it going to clear the exhaust, or is it?
Yeah, it all fits. It all clears. Well, really nice.
Stroke of luck.
Yeah, so that was £75 off eBay.
What?
So yeah, I dread to think how much that'd be from Aston. A couple of the things we've done. GM ECU is tucked away in there. That's where the original Aston ECU goes.
Does the original
arch liner fits?
Yep.
This is all the basically that's the fuse box, original fuse box, all the original. This is the link lead round from the M mould.
Yep.
And we use all the Deutsch waterproof connectors, although it's all behind the scene. They're just really nice connectors to use. Yes. Not easy to put together, easy to deepen if we need to.
Yep. Anything else? What's up in the air?
So air take's done. charge cooler tank, charge cooler pump is here. This is a little something we're working on. It's called, well, they call it an inch chiller. It's basically a aircon cooled water cooler.
Oh, okay. Now, so, this is quite a few people commented on this in the videos, didn't they? Have you thought about?
Yeah, it's something one of the guys mentioned in a couple of messages, and it's, I think, like Dodge Demon that use it, and a few of the Australians, one of the supercharged Dodges. Okay. So basically, you have a TX valve with aircon in and out, T-piece into your aircon system. Yeah. So this basically is cold in here, and then you have your charge cooler water in here and in here. So when the water circulates through here, this actually cools the water. This actually is from a Tesla. The batteries are water cooled, and they need to cool the water. So although it's quite small, very effective, and actually quite
Are there
effective.
other solutions, or was that probably the best one?
You can buy kits, aftermarket kits, and they're a lot of money, and effectively this is what they are. So we can control that. We've still got the rad at the front, so you know, once you get going to a certain speed, this radiator obviously is air to water, which works well, but like when you're in traffic and, you know, hot conditions.
Because this is going to be your daily driver.
Yeah. So when you're cold, basically what they've done, I've put a sensor into the charge cooler circuit, so we can measure water. When the water gets above a certain temp, the Emerald will kick the aircon in, and on this engine, it's the aircon pump's variable displacement. Oh, okay. So we can run it at a set, like the aircon can run at say 60% pump pressure or pump flow, and then when it needs this to work, we can up the output from the compressor. Oh, okay. The air filter goes under here, which I think you've seen. Yeah, they call it a pre-charge, but they're brilliant because it stops all the rubbish and that getting into the plates, and they're just really good. Emerald ECU here. That's on a V12. They have 2 ECUs, so you'd have one on this side. So that's basically, we just made a mount, and it's rubber mounted. Without that, this would have been, I wouldn't say it wouldn't work, but it's a massive issue, because there's things like the fans are PWM controlled, so they come on slow.
PWM?
Pulse width modulation. So rather than coming on just on, they come on slowly or fast, or whatever speed you want them to do. But Carl at Emerald has been just, you know, unbelievably helpful.
This is all
bracing's back on. You can see how nice the engine fits underneath it.
Are you going to put the slam panel?
Yeah, that's all going back. I'm trying to decide whether to paint it or what. It's a bit of a weird dull grey, which is.
It looks fairly complete. I am super impressed with the engine. It's all tucked away.
Yeah,
there's not much wiring out on show, is it?
No, I mean there's a bit that runs round, but it's, you know, I've tried to make it as neat as possible.
Does this mean it can start then?
It does.
Does it just start on a key?
A button.
A button. Oh.
So I don't know if you can see in here. So we've got dash.
Yep. Dash
comes on.
You got a lot of warning lights.
I'll show you. Yeah. There's no brake fluid in it, bonnet's open, the ABS sensor disconnected because I'm going to put the drive shafts in. So low brake fluid, bonnet open. So this is all off the canvas, so the canvas is working now.
I mean, it's great that you've managed to get it all working.
Yeah,
off the
you can see the start button basically lights up red when it's enabled to start.
Your hand's in the way.
Sorry. So stuff like that, you know, is temp gauge works, tacho, and if you... See the tacho in. Say the ABS sensors now are disconnected, but that will all work. So it's quite loud. That's valves open.
Give it a blip.
go.
Lovely. Happy?
Very. I mean,
this isn't the first time we've turned it on.
No. We actually got it running Saturday.
How did you feel? What was the emotion?
Very happy because it's been quite a while since the last video because the wiring takes a long time.
I've been away.
Yeah. Not that you'd help anyway, obviously.
How dare you?
But one of my friends, Stu, who's quite good on electronics, stuff like that, has helped me quite a lot with the wiring. Well, a lot. And Carl Emerald, he's been, as ever, like brilliant because a lot of this stuff is way beyond me. I mean, I understand cameras to a point that, but to get everything working and dash working and things like the start button, that it's not as simple as just
and it to light up and
and it needs to work and the
thing I've known you long enough now. If it didn't work perfectly, if it didn't do all the things that a proper Aston would do, or any of the builds you do, if it didn't work like the OEM
it's got to work. The temp gauge needs to work, the tacho needs to work, the fans have to work and they have to work at the right time. And in beauties now, like we can map the throttle. That throttle, that's actually I've actually dulled that right down because it's so sharp. So the gearbox, I think you've seen the gear lever. You see the gear lever's all in correct position, and
I'm gonna get filthy touch now.
It does need a good.
Yes, it does. So the gearbox thing is in.
All that works and is fine. I've not bled the clutch yet because we've got no brake fluid in it because we've got to put the hub's got to come back to get the drive shafts in, and then we can finish doing the brakes. Coilovers are done.
You've got some fancy wheels from Japan.
Super fancy wheels coming for it.
So
couldn't help myself.
Yeah, I think this wraps up this video. So hang on, let's do the blue still for film. So well, it can look good for the internet. So that's that video all done.
Yeah.
I think next part, wheels, coilovers, we're hopefully going to get up on the floor and moving, aren't we?
Yeah, hopefully by the time we do the next one, it'll be. We could probably get under the ramp, do the geometry, just make sure that's all okay still. Wheels should be on, brakes should be on.
Drive shafts here.
Drive shafts should be on, hopefully first drive.
First drive.
That would be...
First drive, let's end it there. Thank you, Craig.
Thank you.
At Driftworks, we've helped over 50,000 happy customers since 2004. Our huge online parts store is simple to use, with superb shipping rates to anywhere in the world, and finance options available for UK customers. We live and breathe wheel fitment, so if you have any questions about your own car or any of our products before placing an order, please drop us an email at shop@driftworks.com or give us a call. Thanks for watching.